If you're taking photos of your dog, but you find your dog is constantly in shadows, their face is a little bit dark, it's hard to see their eyes, it's hard to see some of their other features, I have a solution for you. It is this pocket-sized light that clips right onto your phone, so you can add a little bit of light to your dog's face to banish some of those shadows, especially when you're taking photos or videos of your dog and the background is really bright, which will darken your subject. So this is going to add a little bit of light so you can take better images of your pup. And this is something I use as a creator all the time. I actually carry this with me at all times. So no matter where I'm filming, if it's in a car, if it's in a restaurant with terrible lighting, if I'm outside, but it's super bright and I have to balance that light out, or if I'm taking images of my dogs, this is going to make it a lot easier and more effective for us to be able to see our subject's features and not have pixelated video and not have just like really dark, messy photos. So the beauty of this is that it does clip directly to your phone. You can see it has a little hole, so it goes right over your camera, and you can then just face that toward your dog. So if you're taking documentation of yourself, you're going to face you. If you're documenting your dog, you're going to face your dog. Depending on which angle you are going to be using, depends on which side of your phone you're going to be clipping this on. And this does bend, and you can take this out. So if you're traveling with this and you don't want this to snap, you can just pop that right out and pop it right back in when you are ready to use it. Now, this is wonderful because it is, again, pocket size. It's not going to fit in most girl pockets, we know, but guy pockets it will. And our purses, for sure, that will fit right in. All you have to do is turn that on. And then as you click that button, you can go from white light to a yellow light to a mix of white and yellow. I typically only use the white side. Sometimes I'll use the mix. The yellow really isn't going to be super effective for most dogs unless you're like really leaning into the sunset. And you can see how bright this is. So this is without it. And this is with it, and you can actually dial it up or down. So you can make it less light, or you can make that more light. And you can see just how easy that is for us to be using. So this is going to allow you to keep it right with your phone. In fact, it pretty much is the size of a phone, so you can hold it right with it as you are going to be going. Because this does clip right on, you don't even have to touch it, so you can just bend it however you need to for your dogs. Now, this is also really good for getting dogs' attention. They're going to be curious about the light at first, so if you want to have this attached to your phone and then turn it on when you need it, that is going to maybe draw them in, at least for some of your images. And depending on how close you are to your dog, that's going to throw a little bit of light, so it's easier for you to see your dog. Now, of course, with any lighting, you do know that the way the light is going to give you different shadows. So if it's straight in front of you, it is going to be a nice flat light. If it's over to the side, you're going to get shadows on one half, and that is going to give you some really dramatic photos. So you can actually hold this and then hold your phone or your camera source and get different types of lighting. If you go overhead, you're going to get some shadows under you, but it's actually going to look really good on your dog. And of course, we've got that like spooky, scary light if it goes under. So the way that you're holding your light is going to impact how you are going to be creating your content. So you can do some really cool things with this. Now, this does charge via a USB, so you can just plug it in. You can see it actually has both types here, so it's really easy for you to charge this. It is rechargeable, so you don't have to do with any batteries. It is nice and thin, and it's going to be very easy and simple for you to be using as you are creating your content. So if you are somebody who especially has a darker colored dog where those eyes are going to really blend into their face, this is a must-have. But even if you have a lighter colored dog and it's easier for them to pick up some of that lighting, this is a really good way to kick in and fill that lighting to get a higher end, higher quality image or video that you are creating of your dog. It's going to look a little more professional if you have some professional lighting there. And because you can either clip it to your phone, you can clip it to your hand if you need to, or you can just straight up hold this as you are going to be doing this. You can move it to whatever angle you need and really level up and enhance your photos. Follow along for more tech that will help you to level up with your dog, be it photos, be it travel, be it whatever you are doing in your training and socialization to help give your dog the best life possible with the least amount of stress on you. We'll see you in the upcoming episodes.